So I get people asking me all the time, how do I wheelie the Ultra Bee? People buy the bike, they try to go out and wheelie it, and they've got no clue how. So I thought I'd run a quick little tutorial showing you guys what I think is the best way to learn. Now, it's a little bit different for everyone. Everyone has different levels of experience. Some people come from mountain bikes, you know, push bikes. For me, it was SE bikes. I used to ride push bikes for a long time before I even ever jumped on an e-bike. And then I went to a light bee and then the Ultra Bee. So it's a little bit different compared to if you just go straight from nothing to an Ultra Bee. But nonetheless, it's still reasonably easy to learn. It just takes time. Now, I can't reiterate enough. I see so many people, they buy these bikes and, you know, before they even really learn the bike, learn what it's capable of, learn how it feels, they're trying to pop it up. And that's where the accidents happen. That's where people get hurt. I really think the best way to learn is really spend a lot of time once you get this bike, just learning how it reacts, you know, the different modes. Drive doesn't have as much torque, sport does, that sort of stuff. Actually getting comfortable with the bike before you then go and actually even try and wheelie is probably the biggest help. If you can wheelie a push bike, these shouldn't be too much different. Having the handbrake, it's all basically the same thing, just you've got a throttle instead of pedaling. So I personally think the best way to learn, I'd probably start in drive, to be honest. Go nice and slow, and if you're tall enough, I'm about 6 foot, if you're tall enough, just start by just popping it up on the spot and go a little bit and tap the brake and bring it back down. So pop it up, as soon as you get it up, tap it and bring it down. You can slam it down, it doesn't matter. It's literally just getting into your brain that rear brake is what's gonna save you from going off the back, because although it feels like everyone can just wheelie these things, you can't, it takes time. So this back brake is gonna be your best friend. Learn how it works, learn how much you can use it, and then you can eventually learn to do all the cool stuff. But pop it up, tap the brake and bring it down. Do that over and over, like 10,000 times. Do it so many times that it becomes muscle memory to just tap that rear brake. Because as soon as you can get it in your head, then it'll make it a lot easier. Once you get to that point where you're feeling comfortable, you know, you've had a bit of time on the bike, you can confidently sort of use your rear brake, pop it up and hold it for a little bit, like that. Then you'll be a lot better. You won't go for as long because when the wheel stops, you don't keep your momentum and you just fall over onto the one side, and it's a lot harder to keep your balance. So once you learn to keep that foot down and you've got your brake there, you can start to do some rolling wheelies. We got Aiden on a light bee. Yeah, sick. Once you start to figure out, you know, you can put your foot down, you can roll, all that sort of stuff. You can start to pop it up with both feet on the pegs. Now, it just starts slow. You don't have to start super quick. The quicker you can go, it doesn't necessarily make it better. The slower you can sort of pop it up and then keep it up, tap that rear brake, bring it down, and just keep it up that way, the better. Once you do that, once you've got that down and you can do these slow wheelies where it's just nice and easy, tap the brake, grab it again, tap the brake, grab it again, that's when you'll really notice that progression starts. After that, it's pretty simple. It's just really, really remembering that rear brake and sort of looking forwards. Don't look up. You'll want to look up or down. Just look forwards. So when you're wheeling, you shouldn't be looking up, you shouldn't be looking down, you should be looking straight ahead. Looking straight ahead will just keep your center of balance better, in my opinion. Makes it a lot easier to actually do it. And then you can ride with the wheel stop. Once you've got like this down and you can just keep it up, tap the brake, bring it down, tap the brake, then you can start to bring in modulating the brake, and that'll just come with time as well. Like there's nothing really else to it apart from seat time for me. It's what I tell a lot of people, just spend a heap of time practicing the slow stuff before you want to go and do 70, 80, 90k an hour wheelies. So just do that slow stuff and then you'll slowly learn and you'll just figure it out. And one day it'll just probably click, but you can just tap the brake a little bit less and it'll just drop you down that tiny bit more. And before you know it, you can just ride and just, you don't even really think about it. It's sort of just muscle memory to just coast. Once you get to that point, you can start doing the cool stuff. You can take hands off. Once you're sort of dialed in, you've figured it out, then you can pop it up. You can do your stand on the seats, your knee knocks and that sort of stuff. But I highly recommend staying away from that at the start just because it can get very dangerous. Like doing something like this, not necessarily that, but doing something like that, in my opinion, takes more control than doing something like this. Like, this is easy. It's fine. The bike does the balancing for you. So, just spend so much time learning the slow stuff, build that control. Once you figure it out, I always like to lock up my rear brake before I do a good wheelie, just to check that they're still working. Last thing you want is to pop it up and come off the back. So, look, I hope these tips helped. My DMs are always open if you guys are struggling to learn or whatever. Feel free to flick me a DM and I'll be happy to help out. But good luck learning, stay safe, enjoy.